Hello, this is going to be a video about every single side Easter egg in Citadelle des Morts. There are over 20 of these, so I'm going to start real soon. I'm going to put timestamps in the description for every single Easter egg if you want to skip to a specific one. And yeah, let's go. Now we're going to start off with one I do at the start of every game I play. We got the well point Easter egg. At the start of every game, when you reach your first bug round, go over to this well just outside of spawn, and you can throw any sort of grenade, concussion, any sort of explosive that reaches the bottom of the well, throw it in, and some points will come out, giving you a free 1,000 points. You can now deposit up to 10,000 points into this well, and it will stay there until the next bug round. When you reach your next bug round, go back up to the well, and again throw a grenade into this well, or any sort of explosive. You'll see all 10,000 of your points fly straight back out of the well. Now if you have a double point to gobble gum, or just have double points active, you can then pick up all of these, and this now gives you 20,000 points. Now most people think you can only do this once in a game, but you can do this every single bug round. So as you can see, I'm depositing another 10,000 points, and on round 17 when I go back again, I'm getting another 10,000 back. So as long as you've got double points, this is basically infinite money. So next we're going to do one of the music Easter eggs on the map. So if you're in spawn and you go into this bar area here, on the table you'll see the first set of headphones. Now if you come up past Speed Cola, take a right, and then just round this corner on the floor you'll see the second pair of headphones. Now make your way downstairs next to the Pack-a-Punch room. In here you'll see on this sofa there is a bag. The headphones are inside here. Just interact with this and the music Easter egg will play. Now this one is the Rat King Easter egg. I do this every single game I play because the rewards are so useful, and you get a lovely crown at the end of it as well. So first thing you want to do is grab this cheese from in spawn behind this glass window. Now there are 10 rats around the map that you want to scare off. You've got one in spawn, you've got one just to the right of spawn underneath this van. You've got one next to Deadshot Daiquiri in this zombie spawn. The next one is underneath the cannon. There is one just past the Juggernaut machine under this chair. There's one in the sword room inside this pallet. There's one in the alchemy lab just underneath here. There's one in the stamina up room just underneath this table. There is one in the undercroft next to this zombie spawn. Then there is one inside a quick revive in this cell. Now if you want to go into the Pack-a-Punch room, you'll see all the rats standing around this plate. Go and interact to put the cheese down, and it will spawn a golden crown and a bunch of rewards. And as you can see here, I'm currently wearing the crown, and it also gets put on top of the mangler as well. Now if you're playing as Maya, and you get up to round 13, you can go ahead and interact with this door, and it will take you into this new room, where if you go through, kill all the vermin and the 2 doppelgangers that spawn in there, pick up the key and carry on round through these doors, it will start a cutscene with Franco. I'm not going to spoil it, go ahead in your game and you'll find it yourself. But it also drops a golden GS45 and a monkey bomb or Casimir. Now we've got the Mr. Peaks Easter egg. This one is good to give you a free perk. So you want to start by getting some sort of long range weapon and coming up to this window here. You'll see Mr. Peaks. Go ahead and shoot the bottom half of him as it registers a lot easier there. Now go next to Deadshot, and through this gap you'll see in a small hole Mr. Peaks is there. Now go back into the dining hall or the swords room, and you'll see exactly where I do. In this window there's another Mr. Peaks. Now the fourth and final one is back downstairs in the quick revive room in this jail cell. To go ahead and shoot him, and this will give you your free perk. Now we've got the free PhD perk Easter egg. You'll need to pick up 3 glass bottles. I'll show you where they are now. The first one is in the dining hall just underneath this table. The next one is opposite stamina up on this bottom shelf here. And the final one is in the undercroft next to this chair. You'll see a red bottle right there. Now go back into spawn and you'll see all these bottles now behind the bar. If you go and interact with the tray, all these zombies will now start coming up to the bar and requesting drinks. You just need to put the correct coloured drink in front of the correct zombies. And once you've done enough, this will give you a free PhD flopper perk. If you do mess it up, you can go ahead a couple rounds later and try again, but this will only ever give you PhD flopper and no other perk. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you all of the free power-ups you can find on this map. So the first one is behind the sofa in the undercroft. That's a free bonus points. Now if you follow where I do in the game, I'll show you the shortest route to collect all of them. Inside the alchemy room, you'll see there is a double points in this window. Now if you make your way into the next room, stand by this chair and you'll see there is a full power just sitting on top of there. Now if you follow your way past Juggernaut and next to this dragon statue, look directly up and you'll see there is a maxed armor. Now you want to go down outside of Speed Cola, and in this window you'll see there's a max ammo power up. Now head back into spawn, next to the GS45 pistol wall buy. Just down the stairs you'll see this insta-kill. Now if you want to head over to Deadshot Daiquiri, just outside of this fence here, right in the distance, there is a nuke power-up sat on the side of the wall. Now once you've done all of these, you can go back over to the well, and you'll see there's a fire sale that's just spawned inside. And that is how you get all of the free power-ups. Now the next one has only been found recently. You want to shoot the Raven going down the cave slide as if you were doing the main Easter egg, and then instead of shooting it straight away, you want to wait about 3 minutes for the Raven to do between 3 to 4 laps of the map. And if you follow it long enough, you'll see it drop something, and when it lands, it'll be a free perk. There is an Easter egg that spawns in a ghost chest piece that follows you around and can damage and stun enemies. I'll show you all the locations now. There is one in a quick revive on this table right here. The next location, if you go past Juggernog up the stairs and just on the right here on this table, there is another chest piece location. Now if you start heading back towards Elemental Pop, on this table opposite the perk, there is another spawn. And then back in the spawn room underneath the bar, just on this shelf right here next to all these bottles, is another location. Now once you've picked up the chest piece, go back into the stamina room, and on this table there will be a chessboard. Just hold to interact with that, and you'll see the chest piece is glowing and floating above the chessboard. You now want to get some kills inside this glowing ring that has spawned, and once you've got enough, it will spawn in this ghost chest piece that will go around and stun all the enemies for you. This only lasts for about 2 to 3 rounds, so use it wisely. Now there are actually 2 hidden Easter eggs to do with this cannon. The first one, once you've used it for the first time to open up the doors, you'll see this part in spawn that you can go ahead and pick up. And there is also this welding gun that you can pick up in the sword room. Once you've got those 2, go back up to the cannon, and you can now crank the cannon again, but this time it aims towards the swords room. So you can now get in, and this is a shortcut over to the sword room rather than into spawn. There is also an Easter egg where if you use this cannon 100 times, while it's facing spawn, you can actually shoot it towards the clock tower, and it will drop 2 monkey bombs, and also the tower itself will act like a monkey bomb for the next minute. Now I'm going to show you another free perk Easter egg. Once you've made it through the Easter egg and you've opened up the wall with all the icons on, and you've also unlocked the book, you can now go ahead and use all of the incantations on this wall, and it will start a lockdown. You now need to survive 3 waves of zombies, and once you've survived all 3, it will drop a free perk power up, a bunch of ammo mods, and if you're late enough in the game, it will also drop gold weapons, and also I've had a ray gun come out of this as well. This one is definitely worth doing in every game, so don't forget about it. Now I'm sure you're aware there are these fireplaces around the map. There are 4 in total, and there is an Easter egg to do with these as well. This is made easier if you have the dragon sword, but you can also just do it with molotovs. If you follow the path I do here and light up every single fireplace, either with the fire sword or the molotovs, and as you'll see, once you've done this, the fireplace itself will come out and light your horde on fire. Now I'm pretty sure this only happens once, so if you want to use this effectively, do it in the middle of a round. But yeah, pretty cool Easter egg. Now the next Easter egg I'm going to show you is a second music Easter egg. So again, once you've done the fire sword upgrade, you can now go over to these bowls that were originally lit with fire, and go over and hit them with your sword, and it will light them again. This now plays the music that you originally heard when you were upgrading the fire sword. If you want to hear the full thing, again, you'll have to go in game, but this is a pretty cool song. Now finally, we're going to end off on the one that everyone knows at the start of every single new map, and it's the pool Easter egg. Go ahead up into the bar, shoot the pool balls, and there is your free 100 points. Now this has taken ages for me to get all the footage for, and even longer for me to edit it, so if you enjoyed, I would really appreciate a like, sub if you haven't, and thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Adios.